Hi, my fiends and friends and odds and ends. It's your tour guide to the horror side, me, Preston E. And on this video, we're going to take a look at the 2024 horror, Abigail. Abigail is a 2024 horror, didn't I just say that sees a young girl ballet dancer named, you guessed it, Abigail, who is kidnapped by 6 criminals and taken to Wilhelm Manor. The criminals are given instructions by their boss Lambert to guard Abby for 24 hours, and if successful, they'll receive $50 million of ransom paid by her dear old dad. Seems like easy money, but dear old dad is a powerful blood-sucking vampire, as is his precious little Batgirl Abby. So you know the night's gonna suck for them. Get it? Suck. Vampire. I need to hire a new joke writer. The 6 criminals include a former army medic, a former detective, a hacker, a former marine sniper, a dumb ox of a mob muscle man, and a driver named Dean who seems perma-baked. Joey, the former army medic, has an uncanny ability to guess what each person does by just looking at them. Oh, big deal, like that's really hard to do. I can do that stuff too, as long as you have your Walmart name tag on. However, what Joey doesn't know is that their kidnappee is a little girl, and seeing she has a son herself, she becomes caring and sympathetic toward Abigail. After Abby is violently confronted by Frank the douchebag former detective, Abby goes on a rampage and starts killing off her captors, starting with drugged-out driver Dean, who really loses his head this time. One vampire victim. Now trapped in the house till dawn, a la Vincent Price's House on Haunted Hill style, the remaining team becomes the hunted for Abby. Marine sniper Rickles is mutilated, but at least the black man wasn't the first to go in this film. He'll have to settle, however, for being Abby's seconds. Two vampire victims. Frank, Sammy, and Peter try to use garlic, crucifixes, and other vampiric weaponry on Abby, but Abby turns the tables quickly on them. Joey then tranquilizes Abigail and traps her. When she awakens, Abigail informs the remaining group members that she actually lured them all there so she could kill them off for doing her father wrong. Abby eventually escapes her trap and transforms Sammy, the bubble-headed rich girl thrill-seeker, into a vampire. And Sammy, in turn, kills dim-bulb Peter. And after she bites that big one, she bites the big one herself by dying. 3 and 4 vampire victims. Lambert, who helped Abby lure the kidnappers, helps her lure Frank and Joey into security rooms. Lambert is a vampire too, who turns a willing Frank into a vampire so they can team up and kill Abby. But swerve, bro! Frank kills Lambert for luring him into the trap to begin with. 5 vampire victims. Frank is attacked by Abigail, but he drains her of a lot of her blood and weakens her. He then bites Joey to try and force her to kill Abby, and then later on, kill her own son. I suppose this Frank just really hates kids, living and undead. Anyway, Frank is inexperienced at the art of vampire sucking, though he is always sucked in different ways. Joey and Abby then team up and kill Frankie boy. 6 vampire victims. This movie is bloody fun and educational. What am I doing with my life? Abby's dear old daddy Lazar arrives and is about to make Joey vampire victim number 7. But Abby talks him out of it by guilting dear old dad for being a sucky vampire papa. Abby twists the metaphorical stake deeper into dear old undead daddy's chest by telling him kidnapper Joey took better care of her while he was being an undead deadbeat. But not in those many words. Ouch. Lazar agrees to let Joey go and warns her to go fast since supper time is drawing near. I made a funny. The movie is atmospherically amazing and a bloody, pun intended, good time set to some deliciously gory special effects and a wonderful and gleefully good ghoulish performance by young Alicia Weir as Abigail, who is also quite a quick study as a ballet dancer as she learned ballet for the role and did her own stunts. She killed this role and even killed her victims with grace. Melissa Barrera turns in a great performance herself as the hard-bitten, pun also intended, but sympathetic Joey, as Dan Stevens does a deliciously good job as douchebag detective Frank. Originally slated to be titled Dracula's Daughter like the 1936 film, it sets a nice backdrop beautifully and spookily, is that a word, painted by Tchaikovsky's Swan theme, Swan Lake Suite. And it is indeed sweet. This film balances dark comedy with bloody horror quite well, and I highly recommend it for vampire and horror fans alike. The movie also marries the elements of horror, drama, and action seamlessly. Well, that about does it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and please like, sub, and share. I've been Preston E, because hey, somebody's gotta be, and I'm out of here.